Ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing for the singing of the national anthem performed today by Professor Holly Martin and accompanied by Ms. Cindy McLean. Please be seated. Thank you, Ms. McLean, and thank you, Holly, for a tremendous rendition of the national anthem. Members of the faculty, Board of Governors, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. I'm Dr. Fletcher Lampkin, President of West Virginia University at Parkersburg. On behalf of the College Board of Governors, faculty, staff, and students, I welcome you to this annual convocation. Now let me introduce the platform party for today's ceremony. To my right, Mr. Jeff Matheny, Chair of the Board of Governors, Dr. Teresa Waymer-Bigley, our speaker today, and to my left, Mr. William Bell, Student Government President, Dr. Hank Dunn, Senior Vice President, Mr. Anthony Underwood, Vice President of Student Services. And now at this time, I present to you a major advocate for our college and your education, Chair of the WVU Parkersburg Board of Governors, Mr. Jeff Matheny.
Good morning. I bring you greetings on behalf of the Board of Governors of WVU Parkersburg. We are happy to be a part of your academic pursuits, and we're pleased that you've chosen this fine institution to pursue your college education. This day will always be important to you as you begin the journey of higher education. We know that your hard work, devotion of your instructors, and the dedication of the staff and administration will soon result in your graduation. Many of you will accomplish this task while facing challenges and obstacles beyond the typical college student, and for that, you should be very proud. Whether you will be entering the workforce, advancing in a current job, or choosing just your education, we wish you good luck and success as you begin this time of your life.
Thank you, Chairman Matheny. As Senior Vice President, Dr. Hank Dunn oversees all aspects of the academic program and is the highest-ranking administrator next to the President. Please welcome Dr. Dunn to the podium to bring greetings from the faculty.
Good morning and welcome. On behalf of the faculty here at WVUP, we're excited to see you in this room. This is your moment, right? This is what you're going to look forward to when you're graduating a few years from now. We wanted to say that we're glad that you're here. This is some of the finest faculty in the West Virginia system. You have a faculty who are here to help you get through, who understand what you've gone through. Many of the faculty sitting in front of you have been exactly where you were. They came from situations where they were the first in their family, like I was, and like many of the folks up here, to graduate. What we understand is your past does not equal your future. Wherever you've been in the past, that doesn't mean that you're going to be there or stay there, and your life can change. The folks down here are willing, able, and ready to help you. We're excited to be here for you. As Mr. Matheny said, there will be times where you'll say, gosh, I've got a lot going on and life is tough. But you know what? If you hang with it, if you're persistent, if you work with these faculty who want to see you get through, you will be here, let's say, a couple years from now when you get through this, when you get your program completed. If there's any point that we can help you with free tutoring, whether it's assistance with faculty members or anything that makes your life easier to do here, let us know. We're engaged with you. We want to be partners with you in your education. It's a two-way street, but these folks sitting on this side of the room are excited to be here to help you. I look forward to seeing you 2 years from now or less when you're walking across the stage to get your diploma. And as you go through the next 2 years, remember this goal that you want to see yourself up here. We want to see you as well. Welcome and have a great term.
Thank you, Dr. Dunn. The student government is a very active student leadership organization at our college. Bill Bell and the other officers are responsible. Their activities permeate the student activities on this campus and make it a better place. It's my pleasure to present to you Mr. Bill Bell, Student Government President, who will bring greetings on behalf of West Virginia University at Parkersburg students. Bill?
Good morning. On behalf of the student body, I'd like to welcome you to West Virginia University at Parkersburg. I know you will find success here regardless of what academic program or career path you find yourself on. Many of you have overcome intense personal challenges to simply be here. Some of you may be the first of your family to attend college. Either way, I commend you for your decision to seek higher education. I would like to share my experiences with you and let you understand why I feel as passionately about education as I do. I graduated from Parkersburg High School in 2004 and waited a year before I attended 2 out-of-state colleges. One simply wasn't for me, and the other I thought was going to be a home for me. You may know the school because they're so fond of Buckeyes and football. That being said, after putting myself in a debt to a dollar value of 5 digits, I realized it just wasn't for me. I spent the next few years working and trying to get my debt paid down. In 2013, I was able to save up enough money to come back to school through the unlikeliest of means. I was working for a former employer and purchased a scratch-off ticket one night with a friend. Next thing I knew, I had $500 sitting in my hand. I invested in probably the best way I could have. I went here and registered for 2 classes just to get acclimated to an academic environment again. I found a collegiate home that was significantly closer to what I originally expected. Regardless of what position I hold in student government or any other extracurricular activity I'm involved with, I'm working to see my dream come true. A year from now, I will be in an elementary and middle school classroom student teaching and preparing for my career. I will have friends and mentors that I will remember for the rest of my life. I stand here today telling you the decision you make here will change your life as well. You will meet friends and mentors of your own, and you will be on your own path to personal and professional success. I encourage you to explore your campus community for more than just class. We have student groups that will help you succeed, and we have a student success center that will be there for you if you have any difficulty with your classes. Regardless, you should know that the college experience is something that does not need to be taken alone. Finally, I want to take a second to recognize Dr. Waymer Bigley. Doctor, you have set an example for these students to follow. Your leadership in student government from 2009 to 2011 is an example that your successors have strived to follow. Thank you for taking the time to speak with us today, and I commend you for what you have done in your professional endeavors. Students, I wish you all the best of luck with the upcoming year. Thank you.
Thank you, Bill. Our distinguished speaker today is Dr. Teresa Waymer Bigley. Teresa Waymer Bigley, D.O., is a 2016 graduate of the West Virginia School of Osteopathic Medicine in Lewisburg, West Virginia, where she also served 2 terms as class president. She is currently completing her medical residency in emergency medicine at Marietta Memorial Health Systems in Marietta, Ohio. Dr. Bigley graduated from WVU Parkersburg in May 2011 with a Regents Bachelor of Arts degree. While at WVU, she served 2 terms as Student Government Association President and as the student representative to the WVU Parkersburg Board of Governors. She has received the WVU Parkersburg Award for Student Excellence. Dr. Bigley is a native of Jackson County, where she currently resides with her family. Please welcome Dr. Teresa Waymer Bigley.
Hello, it's so nice to look around this room and see so many faces that I recognize. Let me start by saying that I am honored to be speaking with you today, and that as I look across the room, it's easy to see the nervousness and excitement in each of your faces. College is exciting. Hold on to that feeling. Days are coming when you'll feel overwhelmed and possibly even regretful. Days when life is tossing you one left hook after another, and college just seems like another hassle. So take a second to take this in, the sheer excitement of taking a new step into an unknown future, of beginning a journey that has the power to change everything. Today, you start on the path to a better life. Well, maybe. Why would I say maybe? Because college, much like life, is what you make of it. And to use another true but overused cliche, you get out of it what you put in. But I'm getting a little ahead of myself. So let me take a step back and start by answering a question you're probably asking yourselves. Who am I? While my introduction was kind and honest, it doesn't really tell you much about who I am or how I got here today. It's my hope that by telling you a little about my failures and successes, that I'll be able to give you some insight into what it took for me to achieve my dreams and what it may take for you to achieve your own. I should warn you that my story is in no way amazing, but it's honest, and I'm sharing it with you, including the flaws and struggles, because what you don't need is someone to stand up here and tell you that they lived a perfect life and were destined for greatness from birth. I'm a real person, and I would venture to say that we have more in common than you would think. I'm a 31-year-old wife, mother of 2, and a resident physician at Marietta Memorial. In 2003, I graduated from high school with a C average. At the age of 22, I decided I didn't want to wait tables for the rest of my life, so I walked into the registrar's office at WVUP, my 9-month-old daughter in tow, and signed up for classes. I worked my way through undergrad as a waitress, a receptionist, and a tutor here on campus. In 2011, I was the first member of my family to graduate from college. That same year, I received an acceptance letter to medical school at my home address of 2 Sycamore Trailer Park. In 2016, I graduated from medical school and became a physician. My father's been a welder for 25 years, and he is honestly the hardest working man I have ever known. My mother started as a janitor at the local library and now manages that same branch. My parents taught me what it truly meant to work hard. I have a lot of accomplishments that look great on paper, but no matter what I sacrifice to get here, it will never compare to the work or sacrifices that they made for their family. When I came to WVUP, I originally thought I'd become a psychologist, but after a few short months, I realized I wanted to be a physician, which comes to my first suggestion for you. Dream big and believe in yourself. I remember feeling like it was so unrealistic to dream about becoming a doctor. And when I finally got the courage to tell people about it, only a few of my closest colleagues and family members thought that I could do it. But I knew what I was capable of, and eventually they did too. I find that most people I know aren't willing to dream big enough because they don't believe in themselves. I'm here to tell you that anything is possible. You just have to be willing to put in the time and effort to make it a reality. And as the saying goes, let your haters be your motivators. College is a fun experience, but there are a few things you have to do to succeed, and attending class is one of those. You'll find that the next few years will be taxing, and there will be many times when you would much prefer a nap or some extra study time over attending a class. You need to be there, actively learning and taking notes. The best way to retain information is to manipulate it in as many ways as possible. Coming to class lets you hear it, read it, annotate the highlights, process it, and even discuss it. I'm a strong believer in the power of interactive lecture, and you'll be pleased to find that many of your professors work to make lecture as interactive as possible. Learn your network. Learn to network. This is a tough one. If you haven't done much of it, but you'll have plenty of time to sharpen your networking skills while here. Put yourself out there. Be social and friendly. Learn to talk to anyone. Learn to be confident in your social skills and find your voice. College is a great testing ground. You'll be exposed to people from diverse backgrounds heading into various careers. Use this opportunity to become a skilled communicator. When you speak with others, be confident. And in the words of Lil Wayne, confidence is a stain that they can't wash off. Seek out mentors. While at WVUP, I made many friends and had multiple mentors, the most notable being Vice President Anthony Underwood. I was struck by his earnest desire to better the lives of students on campus, and during my time as president of SGA, I worked with him to resolve many student issues. I quickly realized that Vice President Underwood was a kindred spirit in many ways, but he possessed a skill set that I had not yet begun to master. I had always been a big idea kind of person, but not great at seeing my ideas through. Anthony had an astounding amount of projects going at any given time, and he seemed to be able to keep up with all of them. And more amazingly, he got results. I started to seek his advice on almost all my projects, and he was quick to provide me with sound advice and help me navigate the unfamiliar waters of leadership. He was my mentor. I came to him with questions about goal setting, professionalism, networking, time management, and an array of other issues that I had never before faced. The world of leaders was new to me, but he was well acquainted with its customs and expectations and was kind enough to give me a hand up when I needed it. The lessons I learned from him have served me well over the last 4 years as the president of the SGA here on campus and as the president of my class in medical school. Be engaged. Student engagement is a passion of mine. Student engagement often goes hand in hand with student retention. Luckily for you, WVUP has a wonderful SEA committee, which holds multiple fun events for students throughout the year. WVUP also has an ever-growing list of clubs, organizations, and sporting groups. If you're into something, chances are that you'll find like-minded people on campus. I highly suggest you join groups that interest you and work to improve and expand them. A little effort goes a long way in a club. They're a great opportunity to sharpen your networking skills and meet upperclassmen who can help you navigate the college scene by offering wisdom gained from their freshman experiences. Learn to set goals. Sit down and set a realistic and attainable goal for your time in college. Condense it to one sentence. Write that down and place it somewhere where you'll see it daily. I cannot stress this skill enough. What immediate goal are you working on right now? What long-term goal? I'm a horrible procrastinator, and I liken goal setting to house cleaning. If I wake up and say, I need to clean the house sometime, I may or may not do it in the next week. Probably not. However, if I say, the house is dirty and I need to clean it before I go to sleep tonight, 9 times out of 10, the house is clean before I go to sleep. Increase your chances of success by setting attainable and reasonable short-term and long-term goals. Write them down and keep them somewhere you see them often. And always celebrate reaching goals. Even small ones build confidence and can set a tone of accomplishment that carries through your day. Redefine success. I've been amazed at how my own personal definition of success has matured and transformed over a lifetime. I used to define success by money or reputation or outworking or outperforming my peers. I was not always cool. In the last several years, I've come to learn that those things don't make me feel successful. They often leave me feeling empty. To me, success looks a lot like happiness, and I find happiness in a combination of 3 things: having a grateful heart, balancing work and family, and finding value in what I do. Your definition will probably be very different than my own, but I want to challenge each of you to come up with your own interpretation of success. Be trendsetters. You don't need to follow anyone else's path. By defining your own success, you set yourself free to be who you want and live how you want. Who knows? You might surprise yourself. College is hard, really hard. Are you getting the recurrent theme? It takes long hours, sleepless nights, and hard work for years to graduate. And if you want to go on to a graduate program after this, it's going to take all of the things I just mentioned, as well as volunteer hours and extracurricular activities and numerous other things. To be successful, you need to learn some basic skills, like how to manage money, how to handle stress, how to study smarter, not harder, and how to prioritize your life. I didn't get here on my own. After all, no man is an island. I have a great family, 2 daughters who are the force that drive me daily, a husband who understands and supports my dreams, parents and siblings who love me, friends and coworkers who show me on a daily basis what it means to spend your life serving the needs of others. I feel like everyone who succeeds in life has to be resilient. You have to know or learn how to find help when you need it. If you want to be better at something, find someone who's already good at it and look at what makes them better at it than you are. And I always suggest to do your best to give back to your community, because every minute you spend improving your community improves the lives of every neighbor and friend that you have. There's a famous Japanese proverb, which I often referred to during medical school, that states that the iron ore thinks itself ceaselessly tortured in the blast furnace. However, the tempered steel blade looks back and knows better. You have not chosen the easiest path, but I believe you have chosen the best path. Each and every one of you is in charge of your own destiny. Take your lives and make them great. Put in the hard work so that one day you can say you've achieved your dreams. Never give up. Today the world is yours for the taking. Good luck and God bless.
Thank you, Teresa. You've delivered a wonderful message to these students today. I can say that you gave a piece of your heart to these students, and I hope that you appreciate it. We will next have a musical interlude at this time, and you will hear from, again, Professor Holly Martin and Cindy McLean performing My Home Among the Hills.
So
Thank you, Cindy, and thank you, Holly, for that beautiful rendition. I think everybody wants to take biology now, right? That's what she teaches. The faculty and staff of West Virginia University at Parkersburg who have joined you in this convocation are squarely committed to your success. But, students, are you equally committed? Do you have that dream that Teresa was talking about, that big vision of what you want to do with the rest of your life? Have you established goals that you need to accomplish to fulfill your dream? How many of you know who Yogi Berra is? You know Yogi Berra? Everybody knows. No, come on. Yogi Berra once said, if you don't know where you are going, then you'd better be careful because you just might get there. As usual, Yogi's words of wisdom are right. As one of the greatest catchers in Major League history, and later as manager of the world champion New York Yankees, Yogi Berra set his sights at the highest level and challenged himself to be the best. He fulfilled his dreams through a combination of dedication, persistence, and just plain hard work. Your lesson from him is this: don't be confused about your future. Dream big and set lofty goals. Here at WVU Parkersburg, we will help you build your dream, establish your goals, and provide you the opportunity to develop the skills, knowledge, and character that will help you fulfill the very promise of your lives. Because of WVU Parkersburg's proximity and familiarity to many of you, you may be under the misguided impression that coming here is just an extension of high school. Nothing could be further from the truth. This is not high school. In high school, everybody had to attend. Just about everybody got pushed along until suddenly it was over. But college sets you apart. A typical college graduate earns twice as much income in a lifetime and enjoys much more income and a much more secure future than a high school graduate. At WVU Parkersburg, you will experience outstanding professors who will help you extend your knowledge and skills such that you become a much more valuable member of the workforce. You will have the advantage of taking fully accredited programs by highly qualified and credentialed faculty at a savings of about $14,000 a year compared to going to West Virginia University. Yet our accreditation is the same, and our faculty and staff are available to you and can provide incredible help and assistance there for you to help you succeed. And by completing these outstanding programs, you will not only develop the skills and knowledge in your chosen field of study, but you will also develop important general knowledge and capabilities, such as critical thinking and communication skills. You will also improve your ability to succeed in the workplace and to adapt to a changing world throughout whatever career you choose. In short, this is the opportunity to transform your life. There is a huge difference in opportunities and lifestyle between a typical college graduate and a typical high school graduate. Completing your degree or certificate will start you on the road to achieving your full potential. Completing your college education gives you freedom, power, and opportunity. It gives you choices in life. It enables you to build a future for yourselves and your family, and to realize your dreams. So as you begin your journey at WVU Parkersburg, dream big, think big, and commit to successfully completing your journey. Think only of success, and don't let anything stand in your way. Attend every class, and keep up with the pace of your academic work. Study diligently and take advantage of all the assistance that we can provide for you. And if you start to fall behind academically, don't wait. Get help right away. Take advantage of our tutorial support. It's free. It's there for you, and it works. Ask for help from your faculty or our student services people when you are stymied by tough challenges. Do not accept mediocrity, nor make excuses when things don't go your way. You are on the threshold of the opportunity of a lifetime. So seize the day and make your lives something special. Okay, ceremony's just about over. Hasn't been that bad, has it? You know, you sat here for a half hour, heard a great talk from a former graduate. What we have for you now is the conclusion of the ceremony. And after the faculty precesses out of the multi-purpose room, you're free to come back to the back where we have a reception set up for you, and you can take advantage of this opportunity to take a photo, mingle with faculty and staff, and get to know folks a little bit better. So I ask you now to please stand for the recessional.